I'm Alpha. Over there is Silver.
It's me,
And here is more NORCO.
Norco.
When last we were here, we had just obtained a key to that little boat over there so we can go to the lake. But we wound up going to the right place first, and here's a look at the wrong place. Open up! We gotta use that boat right quick.
No, please go away.
Just keep knocking, Kay. We gotta get a key to the boat motor. One of these units better open the damn door. This is an emergency. Open up!
No.
There's a head in a lake and shit.
Don't care.
Open up or I'm kicking this door in.
You probably can't. Just try it, dipshit.
You asked for it. The Iron Foot.
So you're gonna kick the door in with your big red shoes, clown man?
Back up, Kay. Still got it.
The door was open, you fucking idiot. Wow, I was sure that it would not be the same, that it would lead to the same place, but it definitely does not.
Yeah, so would I. Alright. Alright, so we got the radio, the boat key, and 2 swamp away guests. What do we do first?
Background stuff first.
So, the radio?
Yeah. I think it's... Here, press it once and then listen. Again.
It's just an on-off switch.
Okay. Who else do we have?
Just the key and the peoples. Which peoples do we want?
How are they labeled?
They're both labeled swamp away guest.
Your choice. Listen, you're being a little aggressive. Bringing this kind of energy to the swamp goes against what this place is all about.
Bruh, I know it don't seem like it, but I know what you mean. We used to do some serious hanging out in this camp when I was a kid. My friend Nutty threw Mr. Peachy's goat off the roof while he was wrestling.
No, that's not... No. I mean, you're disrupting the harmony of the swamp by kicking our fucking door in, you dipshits! We're just trying to mellow. Can you please just leave? Who the hell are you? Wait a minute. This must be the same lady who broke in while I was away? The one who dropped her underwear in the bathroom? What? The lady who dropped in while he was away.
I do not remember this.
Dropped her underwear in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, babe. It must be.
Unless Kay looks that much like Catherine and Catherine was doing something.
So are you? Are you the burglar from the other night?
Never mind, that's no longer likely. How do we play this?
I think your dude might be lying. You think I'm going to believe you, someone who just broke into my B&B, over the word of my longtime partner? Get real. Maybe we should ask the fisherman if any of his stuff has gone missing. No. Oh. I mean, there's no need to alarm him. I guess you're right. What voice memos do we have?
Do you think, Bruce?
No.
Tinkle. It's a beehive and a mattress.
None of these look useful. And I'm not sure what would be useful for this, either of them.
Something that would prove that his partner was cheating on him. Go talk to the fisherman, and then come back.
Alright. Well, just for my own satisfaction.
And
Yeah, nothing. That's got to be the key we need.
You are not taking that key. We're gonna watch the sunset later. Yeah, babe. He promised. That's right, babe.
Yeah, it does stand to reason the fisherman might know a thing here.
Mm-hmm. Considering that the guy didn't... You know anything about that? No. Oh, what do you know about the couple in Unit A?
Well, I don't like... Is that me or you?
Well, I don't like to gossip, but the fella that's been staying over in Unit A, he had a new lady come by nearly every night of the week, up until the latest one showed up, that is. Record that. Can't imagine what she'd say if she heard that. Alright, let's get out of here. This is such a half-ass break-in. Can you please just leave? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Babe, let's go take that boat ride. I knew it. I knew it! You said you wanted to open things up. You said that. I said, put a ring on it, you slimy sack of shit. Babe, please. I've got so much love to give. That's not love. That's... Can you not talk about that in front of the guests? You mean the two burglars who just broke in? Guests? I can't believe I trusted you. Need some time alone. When you ever alone, you attention-seeking skunk. Bye forever. Babe, babe, where are you going? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no 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 no!
So, that's...
Gra-
It's blinking.
yeah? Grab the keys first and then let's attend to this baby.
Oh. Hey, kid. Didn't know you were there. Sorry about the door and all that. Okay, you got that key? I don't like the way this thing's looking at me. Well, do we play this from Route A or Route B?
We do finally have that fork that I wanted, but now we need to figure out what to do with it. What is it? Why all this banging?
Honestly, not sure, bruh. We needed a key to that boat down there, but we got one from the other unit. My friend here just likes to bother people.
What are you using that boat for? It doesn't belong to you.
Well, kind of a long story, but we got coordinates from some little gizmo sending out a distress call.
A distress call?
My partner, Doug... Well...
Okay. So the question is, do you want to help Dallas and Peter? I don't remember their names.
Alright, so the rest of this... We took keep listening on the other fork.
Okay, so why wouldn't we? Because it isn't safe. What other option is there? It isn't safe, Abby. Are you familiar with the network that some call SuperDuck?
Duck's my buddy I was telling you about. And it looks like the same from here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't have this before.
Yep, we don't need permission. We already have a key. Bullshit, we paid for that boat with the cost of the rental. She's not wrong, Abby. The boat's first come, first serve. Why would you take her side in this? What we're dealing with is urgent.
With all due respect, ma'am, what we're dealing with is urgent too.
We can't ride up to the note ourselves. It's too dangerous. Let them use the boat.
Ellipsis.
So now we don't have the monitoring doohickey.
What did we
Who are
pick
you
last?
conducting? We
Okay.
predict who was your colleague, and it was our mom.
Okay. Alright.
So, do we want the monitoring device or no?
I think we should get it. Well, I don't think we get the monitoring device now on this path.
Well, let's proceed without it. See where that takes us.
Okay. Oh, mind map. So this is slot 1. This branch we're on now.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Look at that. It works. Let's take us a little ride.
You heading into the lake? As
Yes.
he's gonna explain to us about how we're gonna hit
Oh yeah, that's right.
mellow water and rotted trees.
Right, we've already done all this. We picked that last time. Can you please explain?
Oh, you want to read this again? Saltwater's been getting in all these bayous because of the channels they done cut through the swamp. For logging, for building the bridges, for pipelines. Swamp's all chopped up.
I think the wording on this branch is different.
This vegetation don't like salt water, and the vegetation is what holds the land together. Once the vegetation dies, the land begins to erode, falls apart, dissolves into the water. So I'm telling you is this. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees. Might even get yourself stuck.
Then how are we supposed to get through?
The strange ways with the name tags. They've been coming around lately. They seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing. If you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of phone cases is hidden in the lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird phone cases down there, but it's just a trick of the light.
Nah, they got ghosts in the water.
Nonsense. Don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bayous all my life. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what phone case is causing it.
Right. I don't remember whether I did this before or after branching, so...
After.
Okay, then... So there are 4 major points to hit.
And they beep or blink at different rates.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I got what it takes. You ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, Kay. Time to put on our detective hats. You got your phone ready? Let's take a look at the GPS. There was 2 sets of coordinates at Duck's place. One we found scribbled on a letter, the same letter that mentioned your brother. Said they was searching for a head. Now, I don't think that's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying. But I got a hunch all this is connected. Coordinates for that are on the northwest side of the lake. Might be worth checking out. The other came from that app on your phone. It was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that one's coming from Eagles Pond. Both sets of coordinates are past the Ghost Bayous. We want to get there, we got to figure out how to get through the Ghost Bayous first. You got that? Now you do the driving. I'm going to loosen up my tie and relax. Alright, let's see if I remember.
I find it very funny that he's the one who knows how to use the boat, and he's gonna just relax while we do the driving.
Sonar's going off. You figure they got something down there in the lake? Why don't you dive in and find out what it is?
Why don't you?
I'm trying to relax. It's my off hours. But be ready. What the man on the pier said is wrong. They got ghosts down there. A partner of mine dove in the water to drive a piling when he was building his camp. Said he saw his dead granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. He tried to swim after him and got stuck down a hole and ended up at a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. Glad it's my off hours. I'd hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got.
Is that a reference to another adventure game?
If it is, I'm not aware of it. You crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, thrashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way until at last you emerge on the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alight in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you.
I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water.
He says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadows of the grove are other figures, whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees.
You're one of the Tripagner's children, aren't you? Who? The man whose property you're on.
He says.
His arpent stretches all the way to the river.
He stares at you for a while longer, and then above you to the opposite bank.
Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way.
Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows.
If you don't know this country, you'll need a light.
The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid, unchanging.
Her knob?
The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically.
I see. Okay, so this should correspond to the
to the pulsating patterns.
Okay.
So we're in the southeast. So the center one was solid. The southwest was a cardiac pulse. I believe the northeast was the fast blink. I think this is the setting we need for southeast. So if we go back to the
Well,
boat
alright
here,
then.
we should find something. That's my theory. What do you think?
I think that's a pretty solid theory. Let's test it out.
Yeah. What is diving directly into this point do now?
Okay, it just allows us to adjust the kerosene.
Alright. So we should
Wow.
be seeing all of the settings in the course of this. Here's the interstate canal. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There's the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there is the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates that vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. This one needs to be solid. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. The light strobes quickly, blinking on and off at a rapid tempo. The light is solid, unchanging. Oh, I see. So green and red actually does signify correct, incorrect. That's very helpful. Okay. Now... Okay, in we go. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. The pilings are driven deep into the silt where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly opened. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence, there are screams. There is a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding on to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane. Only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. The cardiac pulse. Now we know there's got to be a phone case somewhere around here. Big question becomes where. Knowing nothing else, here's my first guess. You plunge into the silence and sediment of the lake. You exhale to sink deeper, and within a moment you touch the silt and debris of its bottom. You find nothing of interest as you drag your hands across the mess. You kick up towards the pale light of the evening. Alright, so it seems there are no consequences to diving somewhere with nothing. Nothing of interest. I wonder, would they do some shit like this?
Some shit like what?
Like stick a phone case in a corner like this.
Seems like not.
Well, I don't think I had any sonar response for the first phone case I found in the water.
I don't remember, but I seem to... I think it was signposted in some way. Maybe visually.
Alright, well I've got a sonar.
Oh, that's right, we have the sonar. We can physically see things that are on the bottom.
Well, yeah, but is this a phone case or am I in the northeast corner? I'm actually not sure. Let's find out. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm. No luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves the stronger and begins to drag you through flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. Your nightmare, you say? It's an understandable one to have.
Yeah, I was a lifeguard, paid for my undergrad with that, and spent, I had less lung capacity than most of the other swimmers, but I spent more time on the bottom when we had like missing person drills than most people.
Yeah.
It just felt like a natural place to be, and so like I'll often dream of being back on the bottom looking for bodies again, and anything that happens that like keeps me there too long sends me into like a blind panic.
I can understand that. I'm also not particularly good with the water. Not the deep stuff, anyway. In a sudden, violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side.
Midair, don't slow down now. I actually don't know how to pronounce that word.
That's close enough. Close to Madeir, I would think. Madeir, if you want to really get classy. You look down
Midair.
You look down
Sorry.
at the... That's fine. You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel beside the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pole boat. The sinking boat settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. By shoveling coal, we activate the light. I see. So basically we would be in an invisible maze if we hadn't done what we just did. For sake of quality of life, do you happen to remember where the phone case is?
Oh, the...
I mean, I
did
could-
we get a case from the water, or was it the gator case?
Thought the gator case was in the last water scene we did.
You're right, but I don't remember where.
This is different water, though. We wouldn't get any hints. I mean, I could do this all night and find the thing naturally, but that's an awful lot of time. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna call for it. Do you mind looking that up?
Location of the gator phone case? Sure.
Well, location. Well, we have the gator phone case. Like,
NORCO.
if there's a phone case in the in Lake Portmanteau. What's this lake called? Pontchartrain. If there's a phone case here.
We may have them all.
Oh, so there would not be a...
So we've got the Crouton phone case.
Yes.
We've got the Gator phone case.
Yes.
We have the Materi Angels case, which I don't remember where we got it from.
I don't either, but we have it.
Apparently it's available by default. And then I believe we bought the Kisses, the Frog, and the Patriot case from the hot dog salesman Garrett.
Yeah, we bought all three.
And that looks like all of the cases that are in the NORCO wiki.
Cool. Alright, then let's just make our way through this then.
Indeed. I was dead wrong about this being about phone cases.
That's alright. I don't remember where exactly we need to be going.
The phone cases make up about 10% of the whole wiki.
Ha, good enough. Alright, so we need to be getting over here. I think my navigating is greatly improved. As is my actual ability with this boat. You plunge into the water. You pass your hands through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. Two beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose, the firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes hardened like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim toward the boat. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? You hang the head from its sloughing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head and the two glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. The head is entirely without eyes.
Don't look like John.
Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out.
Whose head is that?
It's Kenner John's.
Oh, it's Kenner John's. They've killed him.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Coordinates are where again? The next one is at Eagles Pond. That was automatic.
Is duck.
Jesus.
Quack quack.
Ellipsis. God's name am I looking at here? Lived in NORCO all my life. Never seen a big mutant bald eagle before. Pretty cool.
They have bald eagles that far south.
So there's only one thing in this area, and that's huh? Bruh. I've seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Looks like somebody tore its eyes out. Well, I have an idea about that.
Super duck. We're gonna give you eyes.
You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Alright. That's Kate's orb.
Yep. What's good? You gave my mom cancer.
Ellipsis. Bruh. What? That bird just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Peachy used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. Ellipsis. The hell's it doing to you? Almost looks like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Whoa now. Looks like you made a friend. You ever see Venture Bros? The cartoon?
I've only seen the first 2 seasons. But yes.
Does the word orb mean anything to you in that context, or is that not far enough?
I don't think that's far enough.
Because I honestly don't remember when that was introduced, but there are parallels I could make here.
I would love to watch some Venture Brothers with you at some point. Because I love the show.
That would be fun. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out of your eyes. Shit. Feel kinda sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing's starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll.
Orb.
Really just never seen an alien do that to a bird.
Ponder the orb.
Super Duck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in La Branche have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the Super Duck network. You infer that the network's decay is the result of a luminous sphere vomited up by a Super Duck node in the lake. Your mom saw something in the lake. Super Duck ate it. Maybe Super Duck consumed the vessel of light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. Alright, so I venture the thought that the two branches will just combine here to show the same thing. Sweet Jesus. Alright. Back to it. Now, where were we?
Where weren't we?
Yeah. Well, the next important hotspot. Yep.
What's the red light all the way, with the red arrow all the way in the south? Can you zoom out? Sorry, all the way in the southwest. Is that where we started?
Yeah, that's back to the fishing camp.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got somewhere else we need to go first. Get haircuts, you friggin' hippies.
Garrett.
Is that Crouton?
Crouton!
Aww. We have
Garrett
three
with a gun.
distinct Garretts. And apparently nothing else. Let's save here. Three Garretts guard the pass. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. What's that thing, a playset?
Yes, it's my little playset.
What's it do?
Whatever I want it to.
Ellipsis. Say, how I get one of them name tags? I like them things.
It's too late. We're out.
Ellipsis. You seen my makeup?
No, I haven't.
Take a look at it. It's right here on my face.
Maybe later.
Just feel like we got pretty similar styles. I'm a little more of a bad detective type, you know? Like I got street smarts. I got New York City heart. You not get that reference?
I don't.
Ever see Oliver and Company? Disney?
I have not.
Okay. You're more like a freak. Like you wear a chain wallet. But I feel like we'd be in the same band, on the road together. We get off the tour bus and people be like, who's that guy and his little freaky friend?
I don't know. I've already been around you like 5 minutes. That seems like enough.
Nah, we should do stuff like this more often, bruh. Hang out like this.
I'm leaving the planet tonight.
When you get back then? Y'all my kind of people.
Hi. Again.
You thought any more about the band thing we was talking about?
No.
No rush. We got time to figure it out.
One of these is going to be... whatever his name is, Bruce.
Think so?
Maybe. We'll find out.
Indeed. Just go left to right.
Oh no! Oh no, that's gone terribly wrong, right? That's gone terribly wrong.
I think so.
No more getting through this way. Ditchman's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger?
We seem to be carrying the messenger, yes. But
Yeah.
how do we play this?
We found a head in the lake? Oh, so you found it. We were searching for a while, but we gave up.
What the hell happened?
John got what was coming for him. He took us for granted, wouldn't let us wear what we wanted. So Ditchman popped his head off. And that's okay with you?
They misspelled gruesome, by the way.
Yeah, John sucked. Everybody thought so.
We're looking for my brother.
Cool.
You know a guy named Blake? Little loser guy, clothes don't fit right.
Ellipsis.
Dead lady's kid.
Oh! Yeah, Jesus Lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Is he alive?
Is he alive?
Yeah, Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine.
You hearing this, Kay? We gotta get through. They're holding your... Oh, that's interesting. They cut right off. Alright.
The messenger? That's right. The big round thing with the juice in it.
Oh, you're talking about the juice ball? We got the juice ball right here. Okay, show him. Show this little dude the juice ball. We'll do that.
Well, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk to the gun Garrett first. We got it. We got the thing. Oh, that's you.
We got the thing.
What thing?
The thing you was just talking about? Okay, show him. Show him your balls. Let's hit this first real quick. The head that you discovered in the lake belonged to a man named John, once the leader of the Garretts. He was beheaded by Ditchman. The man in the ditch is the Garrett's new leader. The man in the ditch beheaded Kenner John to secure his place as the leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark.
We await the bearer of the messenger. Ditchman prophesizes that she will pass through this very bayou with the messenger hidden in her pocket. We will radio him after she leaves so that he may prepare her throne.
Kay got this big marble that shrunk down and hid inside her pocket. You talking about something like that?
Yes.
Kay, show him that ball you found in the bird's mouth. Wait till you see this thing. Show him, Kay. Okay, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the ultimate decision. Who... Well... Okay.
That's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God.
Fine. Solar flare!
Yes. Yes, ooh. Ellipsis. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face. I am the one.
Is he drooling?
Yep. There is a great coming apart of the world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in this swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as a benediction where prayers collide?
I think that's a hint that this one might be Bruce. But how do I get the message to him?
No, because Bruce wasn't in the mall.
Oh, where was he?
He was building the Ark.
So then he may be at the Ark with Ditchman.
I believe that's likely the case. Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light, and if I were the man who presides over this night, this ditch man night, I am the one.
Ellipsis. So, y'all mind if we squeeze by right quick?
Ellipsis. What? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. Hey, Rhett. Yeah? Radio to base. Let them know the messenger's on its way. Come in, ground control. This is duck blinds. Ground control, come in. Garrett? Why is no one answering over there? Probably just preparing for launch. You two are free to take your boat through this pass. As soon as we get someone from base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming.
Oh, gee, thanks. Yeah, new line.
We'll radio to base and let them know you're coming as soon as we can get someone on the line. You carry the messenger just as Ditchman foretold. We'll radio to base and let them know. Keep the messenger safe.
Alright, so we can get past safely now. Hello?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
You sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottoms with your fingers. Giggity. Something wet and sponge-like, giggity, distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening light. Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. You found another toy, Kay? Your rotten head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There is no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. And it got us an achievement.
Wet monkey.
We got a wet monkey. Is your monkey wet?
Oh, you know it, brother.
So I'll tell you what, my man, my monkey's wet, set, fucking shit. Just drive the goddamn boat, Alpha.
Amazing.
Jesus.
Keith's Corner.
I'm sorry, what?
What the hell?
Oh shit! Keith's news alert. Who was voicing Keith? I don't remember.
We haven't
I think
had
you-
we haven't
I
had
think-
him yet, have we? Oh wait.
Yes. Yeah, this
he's the
is
social
this is
media guy.
the Alex Jones wannabe. Yeah.
A war is
I
brewing
think-
among the garrets of Promenade Mall. Some believe the freight mover fire at Shield was the work of oil pirates. Thomas St. Clair was in attendance at tonight's Shield Ball. Who is Ditchman? Laura St. Clair's murder under investigation. Infamous local researcher's body has been exhumed from Red Church Cemetery earlier today. Kenner John has gone missing. Lucky is still on the loose. Alright.
That's everything. I believe you voiced Keith, I voiced the bartender, and you voiced the detective.
Right. Keith's in the ring. What an evening it has been in NORCO, folks. I just left S.H.I.E.L.D.'s exclusive carnival ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Medare, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. Coincidence? Keith sure doesn't think so. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he will be launching a homebrewed spacecraft from right here in the La Branche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy, despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. And John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the War of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Medare? Where is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring because Keith's got him cornered in Keith's Corner. I'm AlphaPlays and this is the National Nightly News.
Heard that one in a while.
Haven't had occasion for it in a while.
Alright, so don't roll over our A or B.
Neither A nor B.
Nor Dead of Night.
Alright, then option
Yes.
C it is. Alright. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surrounded Lake Pontchartrain. Roland, smokers, spacecraft, failed Garrett. Well, the rocket goes last. What do we do first?
Who the hell is Roland? Do we know Roland? Greetings.
The costumed figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd.
Dig the costume.
Thank you. Oh, that's you.
Thank you. I assembled it from a mess of discarded things. I came here with a group of others from S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Carnival Ball. Police and private security were storming the facility as I left, a disturbance of some kind. Perfect evening to launch a rocket, with the cops already tied up at the refinery.
What happened at the refinery?
Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, though I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we'll find out more in the evening news. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? They want to leave this world, who can blame them? It's true, no one is satisfied here. We're trapped in this limbo, a long twilight that bleeds out to the edges of time, where even the most fantastic things become banal. The gray blanket of stale time, stagnant, lonely time. To puncture it, to puncture a hole in it. I understand the appeal. I do.
Do you?
I do.
Alright. Smokers or failed Garrett?
Failed Garrett.
I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app, but never could find the readings. I follow those guys online. They never follow me back, but that's fine. Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight.
All might die? Why?
This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally. Half the Garretts defected, the rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark, the engineers, are holding it together. But this isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. We're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Guy named Blake. Little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. Alright, if he is Bruce, there's no way to tag him.
No, Bruce is going to be inside the ship. He's one of the engineers.
Ah, good enough.
What a circus.
How'd you hear about it?
Text from a friend.
Did you bring a kayak or anything?
Someone let me float over on their raft. What about you?
Inflatable mattress.
Worth it.
I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. I will say, I didn't think they'd actually do it.
On some level, I've always admired the Garretts. It'll be sad to watch them go up in flames.
New rolling line. New line for Roland.
Ah, sorry. Whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, whoop-a-doop-a-doop-doop, whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I hope this works out for them. I want to see these Garretts succeed.
Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. Okay, cool. So on the map, we've also got a staging area and a shipping container, neither of which appears accessible on the view itself. So let's
take
check.
a look at the spacecraft, yeah.
I gotta be coming out to the lake more. They got big monster birds, aliens, spaceships. Bruh, they got it all.
Shipping container.
Okay. A Garrett. Gawkers. Gawkers in two places. Gooch. and we can knock on the shipping container and a laptop.
Gawkers first.
Gawkers first.
Mm-hmm.
Keep filming this freak. I just know he's gonna snap.
Oh, totally.
The other Garrett's ditched him and he doesn't even realize it.
When even the Garretts can't stand you.
That's when you know you're the fucking worst.
Let's see which Garrett this is. Hi, are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you?
What kind of Garrett are you?
Oh, I'm one of the original ne'er-do-wells who have constructed a starship in the swamp. I am virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman.
Ditchman? What about John?
John? I recoil upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth discalced. I've never heard that word before. If I had his head, I would wave it about in honor of the Anointed One.
Well, what a coincidence. Well, shit, I think we got his head in Kay's bag if you're serious.
Give it to me and I'll show you how serious I am. If I had John's head, I would proudly wave it in the air announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. We are the Garretts of Ditchman and we hate John. Before we give him that, let's investigate everything else.
Right. Alright, we still have Gooch, the laptop, and the shipping container.
Laptop Gooch shipping.
A browser sits open on the laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkey. An armed man watches over the area from a lawn chair perched on the roof of the shipping container. Who invited scum to our launch party? This was supposed to be Garrett's only.
Are you an elite Garrett?
Well, yes, I am an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett. But John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find his stupid reading. So you are a Garrett, or aren't you a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. Then why it says Gooch on your name tag, bruh? When we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch, and I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. I ain't even gonna ask. We want to get into the rocket. Well, you can't. Only Garretts are allowed inside the Ark. If you wanted to fly to Mars with the cool guys, then you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it out to scum like you.
I'm basically a Garrett.
Shit, whoops, sorry.
It's fine.
Bruh, you're scum. I can tell. All you people have rich parents, so why do you dress like hillbillies? Bruh, Kay's family don't have shit. They some seriously pathetic people, I promise you. It's like embarrassing. She's scum. That's it. End of discussion. Just let us go take a peek in that rocket. I always wanted to see inside a spaceship. No, bruh. Come on, bruh. No, bruh. Damn it.
It's fine. I think you picked the right one, because the correct one was grayed out.
Well, no, I think I...
Knock, 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 knock. What?
Well, looky here.
I'm doing something in here.
Well, here's
What you doing?
What's it? Yeah, go ahead.
Look like I'm doing. I'm running ground control. We've got an Ark to launch. Please just let me focus, please. There was an open bar at Shield. I'm dying here. Stop knocking. You know how loud that is? I've got a bad enough hangover as it is. You know what you must do.
Yes, I do.
He said that? My dad really said that? Why couldn't he just tell me that himself?
Telling someone how you really feel, it's hard sometimes.
He did nothing but criticize me my entire life. Never a kind word.
I'm sure he loves you, kid. Us old-timers just don't know how to talk.
Ellipsis. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing is just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes.
Alright, so now they're playing without a ground controller. Got it. A tangled mess of electronics and display monitors clutter the interior of the container.
Alright.
Somebody needs to tell the scum to leave.
Alright, give the head. Time to give head,
We want,
Alpha.
You want me to give this Garrett head?
Yes.
You got it.
Is this John? His head. I have his head. Just like Ditchman. Just like him. Like Ditchman. John's head. John's head. Everyone, please listen. I have conducted the service of the Lord.
And it was an achievement, just like Bruce was.
Oh my goodness. Let's check back in with the gawkers.
Alright. I knew he was gonna crack. I told you.
Is that Kenner John's head?
Yes.
Are you live streaming this?
Yes.
This is unbelievable.
What a night. Long live the Garretts.
Why is there like... I am the one they call Ditchman! I have taken the head of Kenner John!
Why is there what?
Why is there like an eagle head? I guess it must be like a duck node, but... Do you see its eye in the lower left corner? Golden against like a green
Yeah, I
eagle
see
with
it.
a black beak?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. I don't know why. I made him suffer! He did not walk discolated...
Discount.
Discalced as a desert father should. He wore sneakers. Look at the app that shows you things that make us go.
You mean this?
Yes.
Nah, nothing.
Okay.
Well,
Now let's talk to the original Garrett.
Garrett needs to put that head down and stop saying he's Ditchman, bruh. If those guys across the yard hear him say that, they'll kill him. Who are the guys across the yard? They're some old friends of John's. They showed up when they found out Paw was trying to take over the Ark. Hold up. Paw? What about Ditchman? Paw is Ditchman. Paw is Ditchman? Duh. Holy hell. It's all making sense now. Those guys across the yard are looking to kill Pup. If they hear Garrett shouting that he's Ditchman, they'll kill him. I see a hint. You see what I see, right?
Yes, we record him saying that he's Ditchman. And then...
Nope.
Yeah, get the second paragraph. And
Alright.
now let's go start a religious schism war.
Let me do some cleanup here. This one has served its purpose.
Yep.
This one has served its purpose.
Well, okay.
This one was useless. This one was useless. This one was useless. This one has served its purpose. These two.
I'm still not convinced that we should have deleted the password.
You don't think so?
We're gonna have more stuff with Paw. Who is Paw again? Check our
Ditchman.
mind map.
Ditchman.
No, but like Ditchman is Paw, but who was Paw?
The man in the ditch
Is
is Paw.
Paw.
A former NORCO resident who believed that your mom was a descendant of Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ. Okay, I did remember that. The man in the ditch. Okay. He didn't know that, but we knew that from before. Okay.
This is my kind of place. Where you sign up to be a Garrett. I'll let you be Kay from here on out because I don't think there's any more Catherine to be done.
Yep. Ditchman is Paw Paw?
You heard it too, huh? It all makes sense. That old dude with a weird obsession with your mama? Now he's out here with all these freaks. Don't get me wrong, they're pretty cool. You gotta be cool to build a spaceship. But the old man thought your mama was kin to Jesus. Now that she's dead, doesn't surprise me he turned his attention to Blake. Nutty stuff.
How are we supposed to get into the rocket?
I got no clue. Let's go talk to some people, see what we can piece together.
Let's go start a schism.
Alright, so here's the staging area.
Oh, more people from the ball.
Yep.
I'm gonna mute myself for a moment while I snarf down some food.
And I'm going
Snarf!
I'm going to take this moment to save on Path C. And have me a grand old piss, BRB.
The grandest and oldest of all pisses. Some say this piss began before the planet had coalesced out of the accretion disk, back when the sun was still spinning off the fundamental building blocks and elements that would form our solar system. A piss so old and so grand that the Israelis had their own word specifically for it. And occasionally, schisms would occur when people would worship this piss and all of its grandness and ancientness, as they did the golden calf from Aaron during their travels from Egypt. Some say that the manna from heaven was indeed just droplets of this piss, old and grand as it was, landing amidst the grains of sand of the desert and providing sustenance for the wandering tribes. I really should be eating. This is like the time that I have requested to eat my food. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat my food, which I'm very hungry to eat, and it looks very delicious. And so I should be using this time to put it into my mouth instead of using my mouth to talk to you, an audience of, I believe, 0. Let me go check. To Twitch! Twitch. AlphaStar DX. Yes. One person watching, and that would probably be Alpha himself. So, I'm gonna leave a little thing in chat. I love domestic terrorism. That'll really juice the algorithm and send more people this way. We're gaming the system. Alright, I'm gonna go eat. I mean, I'm still here, obviously, but
Yes,
I'm not
see
gonna...
that. I see your cute little line in chat there. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Rose, a group. Minotaur. A lone drinker. Okay, 4 hotspots, and the plot point appears to be the navigation to the entrance. Who do we talk to first? Rose, group, Minotaur, lone drinker.
Who's the one? Rose. Rose, then lone drinker.
Okay.
Then Minotaur, then group.
Okay.
Hey, welcome to the party.
I'm hunting wabbits.
Why are there so many people here? Oh, I see the problem. I'm looking at the Twitch stream. I should be looking at the very live stream. Not the mostly alive stream. I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. I guess word got out. How did you all get here? Oh yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the power slide. While these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down the janky road as we could until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of, like, action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. Spot any Garretts yet? They can be hard to find in the crowd.
Okay. And the lone drinker. Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place. It's so inspiring. The swamp's pretty cool. We was just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. You're a diver? So are you like a real swamp person? I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make us shit off the boat. Oh. Said we was chumming the waters. Ugh, yes. And then you said Minotaur next, right?
Indubitably! The ground beneath us is sinking and I'm standing here. As I'm standing here, of all the places to build a rocket, why do it on an eroding island in the swamp? These people are idiots. Why the costume? We were at S.H.I.E.L.D.'s masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. I heard from others that police surrounded the refinery a few minutes later. What happened? There are reports of gunshots. Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this will escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Who's Lucky? A pirate who's gotten a bit too bold lately. He's been testing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s patience. He's gonna get himself killed. I hope he lives. Deep down, so do I. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll soon find out. We're trying to get inside the rocket. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them are just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are the men posted at the camp on the east side of the rocket. They seem to have more sinister intentions. And of course there are all the lower Garretts who have been locked out, intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. And then I'm surprised the rocket hasn't sunk into the mud already.
How did those goofy mall freaks build something like this, man? Doesn't make any sense.
What I heard is that S.H.I.E.L.D. gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it.
No way.
Just what I heard.
I heard it was crowdfunded. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. Friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction, but designed the whole thing themselves. Can they even fly it?
No way in hell. That's why I'm here, to watch those dipshits blow themselves up.
Come on, Rico.
What? They're Nazis.
They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. They squatted a mall and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink at St. Somewheres every night? Garrett's are cool. We're the dorks. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressionable dorks. Alright.
Onward to the people who we need to convince to kill that man.
Let's see what we got here.
Schism, 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 schism.
One Garrett. The entrance. A researcher. Which tells me... Alright, yeah, well, the entrance is a visual hotspot anyway. The Garrett, the entrance, or the researcher first. Probably entrance, then somebody.
Yeah.
The entrance is blocked by the crowd.
Researcher.
Hey, I got nothing to do with any of this.
Are you here?
I've been helping conduct some research in the lake. There's a team with a base station in La Branch. They rented out an old fishing camp and hired me to set up their monitoring equipment. I was doing my routes, checking the cameras, when all of a sudden people are swimming up to my boat out of the darkness. They climb in, nearly flip my flatboat right over. They commandeered the thing, took the key, drove us out here. Now they're lost in the crowd somewhere, partying.
You should learn self-defense.
Don't think that would have done much good in this situation. But thanks.
Research are you conducting?
A viral network has infected many of the trees in the area. Some of the cypress roots have taken on an iridescent quality. They've become more electrically conductive. The whole swamp is becoming a kind of brain, to put it bluntly. But something has changed in the past several weeks. The more conductive cypress are dying. We're seeing rapid erosion and subsidence of the land at their base. The viral network, whatever it is receding.
That good or bad?
I don't know. What do you think? If this swamp becomes sentient, good or bad?
Good.
Maybe. Maybe it would destroy us. Maybe that's good.
I know what you mean, man.
That's a new line.
Sorry, like I told you, I'm stranded. Like I told you, I'm stranded. Like I told you, I'm stranded. Like I told you, I'm stranded.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
I'm so sad that that turned out to be like 100% a scam.
I know. Great. More hipster scum just showed up.
What's with the getup?
You too, huh?
What's wrong, buddy? Everyone just loves the costume.
You know what? That's all people like you do is wear a costume. Every day of your life, you put on a costume and hope someone notices. I'm wearing this outfit for me. For me, okay?
What happened to the collared shirts?
We get to wear whatever we want now that Ditchman's in charge.
Bro, y'all are a hoot. I love you guys.
I hate scum.
I love Garrett's, man. I just love them. I'm not with these people.
How did this happen? This was supposed to be a small ceremony for Garrett's only. Now it's overrun with smug, cokehead scum. And to top it off, I can't even get into the Ark. They tightened security once the downtown crowd showed up. Now you need a key card to get in.
Who has a key card?
We know
Gooch has a key card.
Yeah, we know the answer to this. The engineers and the security Garretts, but the engineers are all inside getting ready for liftoff. Nobody cares about a regular working Garrett like me.
We need to play the sound clip for the security Garretts.
To whom, though?
Keep on looking. There's probably a third location or fourth location we haven't been to. Fifth location? Another location.
Yeah, wherever. New line.
I hate everyone here.
Me too, fella. Me too.
That was your guy though. That was your line and I stole it!
He's schizophrenic. That's the explanation.
There's nothing that you cannot possess that I cannot take away.
Alright, let's go hunting.
Time to start a schism. Check the map. Not the super map, but just like the regular. We've got 4 points we can go to. John's Pond, shipping container. Okay. That Garrett? No, not the. He's the failed Garrett. Hey, there we go.
A different fishing camp than the one I was thinking of. Cool.
Yep, full of Nazis.
2 armed guards. This must be where to cause that
Buck it
schism.
and chuck it.
Bucket, sniper nest, cooler guy, Chuck. Well, probably him first, right? The sniper nest. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people. Who do we talk to first?
I used to do most of my like farming shopping from Sneed's Feed and Seed, but I really appreciate shopping there now that Chuck has taken over from Sneed.
Nice.
So let's talk to Chuck.
Okay. How's it going tonight, folks?
What's happening in this corner?
We're waiting on Ditchman to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, the man gestures to the sniper position on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? Y'all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. Ditchman thinks he's immortal. We're here to rid him of that notion. That little dude on the shipping container screaming his head off about being Ditchman, better hope those dudes don't hear him. Well, seems like they mean business. Alright, we
Show
found
him
our
voice message yet.
Not yet.
Let's talk to Cooler Man and then Bucket. Quite a space with these Garrett dudes.
Here, you can have this guy.
Yeah, he's rocking a thigh pouch, which is totally my look. I really appreciate this man's outfit and style, and I'm sure that I will really jive with his beliefs. Where's Ditchman? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass.
Like I say, I'm worried about that wild little dude on the shipping container. What if they hear him saying he's Ditchman? Seems like they mean business.
Alright, show Chuck
Yep,
the video.
yep. It's him. Where's he at? Up there on the shipping container. Knuckle!
Sup, Chuck?
Got a position.
Where's he at, Chuck?
Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, why don't you?
Say no more, Chuck. Gave the target a little scare, Chuck.
Great work.
I'll rest easy knowing Ditchman's out of commission, the sick bastard.
The bastard got what he had coming to him for what he did to John. Nice one, Knuckle.
You got it, Chuck. The Cypher Nest again?
Alright, so Where'd everybody go? One little gunshot and the place clears out?
And is that Paw Paw there?
False
Paw
Pawpaw.
Paw, I say.
Well, the entrance is clear anyway. Let's see what's up with him.
They shot Gooch! They shot Gooch! They were trying to shoot me!
Well, you know what that means? That gives us
One
our
less
key card, I
Nazi.
bet you.
One fewer Nazi. Where are they? Go away! Just go away! They'll see me here. Just go away!
Do you think we need a key card at this point?
Yeah. We still need to get in and rescue Blake.
Well, everybody's over here now.
We haven't
Birdhead,
talked to Birdhead before.
Gooch, Weird Hat, Container. God, this sucks. This party is starting to make me freak out a little bit.
You again. You follow the mayhem, don't you? Why were you at S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because my daughter works there. It's the one night when I may visit her without being seen. Oh, this
That's
is...
Thomas St. Clair.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Who are you, Thomas Sinclair? What's your name? I'm a man dressed as a bird standing at the foot of a monument to stupidity and death. And you are a young woman without a face floating indifferently through a world stuck in time.
What about me? Do me.
You, detective, are a lout who sleeps beside a toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well, though there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you'll talk endlessly just to drown them out.
Damn, bruh. Thought she was gonna give me a fun one.
What fun is it, being you?
Ouch. Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. What brings you here? Shouldn't you be with your dead daughter? I've been following along. Birds always watch, haven't you noticed? Following what along? The affairs of this world are far larger than you could map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate and they will shine for a while, but then they will burn up all the oxygen inside your skull. Alright, well that's cool.
Gooch writhes in pain from a gunshot wound. You approach the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me! Hey, he's shot, man. You trying to pickpocket a guy who just got shot? Yeah, bruh, I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone. LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while continuing to dig through his pockets with the other. Just rest, kid. Help's on the way. You called an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips it into his own. Good luck. Downright predatory, but it works, right?
Indeed.
Alright, what else we got going on now? What just happened over there? Oh wait, is... No, the menthol's you.
Oh, sorry, what just happened over there?
I don't know. Sounded like a shot and everyone started running.
Did we get out of here?
I'm not going anywhere until I see some Garretts explode.
Damn right. It is always morally right to watch Garretts explode.
Yep.
First the events at S.H.I.E.L.D., now this. There's bad energy in the air this evening.
Did you just hear a gunshot? It's getting out of hand over here.
Fishing camp, I guess.
Yep.
Or maybe the staging area?
Well, now we have the key, so we can go on ahead. Assuming, of course, we even... Oh, there you go.
Look and then touch, yeah. Eyes before fingies. The ancient law.
A key card scanner. The door is sealed shut. Well, I know how to deal with this. We're gonna give it a wet monkey.
Hell yeah.
Or maybe this will fit in there.
I wonder if we missed anything with the boat. I wonder if we were supposed to go to a specific coordinate.
I have no idea.
Oh.
But,
Well,
but honestly, I'm not shooting for 100% completion here, so...
yeah, it's true.
The panel flashes green. Looks like it worked. It's always been a little dream of mine, getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everyone hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness happening outside.
Lots of men with guns.
Uh-oh. Hey, alright. Your little buddy came out to play. I didn't know any better. I'd say that thing was making eyes at you. God damn. Wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket? Okay. Okay. You alright? You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss swept you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. You want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? You alright?
Are you having fun playing with yourself?
Why, yes, I am. There we go.
You're
We'll
a
be-
real son of a bitch.
We'll be right back after these messages. No, just kidding. Okay. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I think I am.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. And presumably the Virgin Mother as well. That's not good.
No, it isn't.
Ninjas!
How do we play this?
We don't use the messenger at all during this combat.
Okay. Alright, I gotta watch very carefully here. Alright, how many of them are there, I wonder?
Now it's Kay's turn.
Let's get this one.
Now it's LeBlanc's turn. Well done.
Thank you.
Kay's turn. Every kill begins with K.
I like that marketing. not going to be able to hold out like this forever.
Hey!
There's a heal function.
We don't need it yet. Oh hey, it's Chuck.
They seem to be dwindling.
What's happening, Chuck?
Whoops.
You should have saved that for LeBlanc, since you're not as consistently good with him. That would have been a good one to use.
I know the mistake I made. It's all good.
Yep.
Alright,
Oh!
their numbers seem to have emptied all the way out.
Ow! Okay. A lot of cats.
That wasn't so bad.
No. Let's see what else is available besides just the obvious ladder.
So
I believe
far,
if you turn left, you might find the chainsaw.
well, so far the answer to that's been nothing, and continues to be the case. I do see something dripping though.
Yep. Oh hey, it's the loader. I'm so sorry we exploded you.
Jesus. Now is there a drone somewhere to replenish these fuckers?
I don't think so.
Alright, let's see. Decent hit.
Murder.
I think I better just bring that one down.
I think that maybe when Million hit us on the head, we took a pretty severe traumatic brain injury.
But what does that mean for us here?
I think we are supposed to be destroying the company shield with our mind. Which I wish it worked this way.
Alright, this shouldn't take long.
And Kay gets to do the final blow against the corporation that killed her mother.
This is for Dimitri. This is for my family. And this is for you.
And this is for Crouton.
Das Vidanya. You ever see Anastasia?
The one with the talking bat?
Yeah.
Nope, never even heard of it.
Okay.
I have gotten laid because people thought that I looked like a sexy Rasputin though.
Jesus.
Those bird heads look familiar, but I can't place where in the game they're from.
Yeah, but we still got nothing of interest. Except to keep climbing this gauntlet.
Oh hey, speaking of bird heads.
Hmm?
The bird head from the background.
Yeah. Is this Super Duck in all its glory? Whoa, what? What happened to LeBlanc?
I don't know. Kay should attack though. I think that they put him in an egg. Can you attack the egg?
No.
Okay.
I can only attack the subbirds.
I love cardinals. Let's attack the the left pelican.
Well,
No choice.
The orb
We gotta
has to
break
attack
out
now.
the orb. Yep. Let us begin pondering.
I'm gonna go after the right pelicans because I know Kay can take the left ones out on her next turn, and I
Yep,
don't know
but
how strong
don't
the orb
know
is.
Yep. Agreed.
Oh,
AoE. Well. Let's take out the right pelican then, if the left pelican is down. Oh, the left pelican is not down. If you do the right pelican,
I can take
and then the
everybody
next
out in one
turn-
more shot.
yeah. Stay on target. Stay on target. Kill them all.
Super Duck.
Super Duck. She's super quacking.
Super Duck doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of health. And Kay is gonna get the final hit.
Oh, and it's back. What happened there? Did my internet cut out? Did your internet cut out?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I was just continuing to beat this up. We didn't really miss much.
Cool. So we're no longer in a spaceship. I hope we realize this.
Indeed. So there's no orb. There's no LeBlanc. Kay is entirely on her own. 2 navigation points. The mezzanine and the lookout.
You know, everyone always talks about how, like, Mezzanine by Massive Attack is, like, the most influential album of, like, our generation. But I just don't see it. I don't understand what everyone likes so much about Mezzanine. I think it's a mediocre album. And I just wish I could hear what it was that everyone else can hear in that album.
Right.
Sorry. A tower, statues before you.
Yes. Arms, appendages, extended projecting out like the naked shaft.
Of feathers.
I said what I said.
There's a man over that way. Oh, wait. What was the other thing?
That was the
Oh,
only
mezzanine.
that was the only
I see.
hotspot. So you're saying head to the lookout and talk to the man?
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else interesting here? Shield. Oh, it's LeBlanc.
LeBlanc!
How'd he get here?
Got
Shield
turned
lights
into
the
an egg.
What's that?
Got turned into an egg.
Shield lights the distance beyond the lake. The detective is slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Who puts a balcony on a spaceship?
What happened to you?
I tried to tell you to turn around.
Bright eyes.
Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, go. Just go. You was running around down there just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually, I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man... Ugh, shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
Let's get you up.
Who am I to refuse a good time? hell, hell no. Don't touch me. Just go. And listen, okay? You see, Gus, don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. He might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal, like a big raccoon. Well, not a raccoon. Just... He drifts in and out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and... I really think I'm dying, Kay. He takes hold of your arm. I can see the light and everything. The detective's breathing slows. He blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later he releases you from his grip.
No, LeBlanc.
The detective is slouched against the railing.
Give him the fuzzy monkey.
I can't. I don't have.
No?
I don't have anything up here.
Well, that's rough, buddy.
Well, to the mezzanine.
I'm gonna try listening to that album again tonight.
Hmm.
See if I can finally hear what it is that everyone loves.
One lone hotspot, and it's a door panel. Oh, two of them.
Well, two lone hotspots, and they're both door panels.
Well, left or right?
Ooh, right is right.
Well, onward into the... Ah! You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total.
Continue
Onward.
down hallway.
You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are, in this vacuum. There are no walls, there's no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries alight in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight, and the bayous hide. Your house is silent tonight. You'll leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream.
Oh, those attacks we've been making have been the blueprint to our house.
Seems so. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in. The refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again. The ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods in death or anywhere else.
Look at Monkey.
Monkey smiles at you. His eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey are his eyes.
Bruce book. Will you make it out alive?
You will live, and your brother might live as well. If you choose to save him, you'll drive the boat to the lakeshore in Kenner. Hey, we got an achievement. You'll walk to the I-10 on-ramp on Williams Boulevard. He will follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You'll say nothing to him as his cries become frantic, his face a mess of tears that leak out the red beads of his eyes. You won't return to this house with him. You'll never set foot in here again. You'll walk for miles back toward Texas until a man trailering horses gives you a ride. You'll take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso while those little wars rage on in the desert. You'll join a caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and the shouting and chaos and fires and all the many stars for your refinery eyes. Again and again you'll survive alone. No cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore, no mom, no million, no stuffed monkey. Not even friends from the war. You'll know he's there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable, though he has grown younger with time. He'll watch you leave the diner, in no hurry to get up and follow behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highways and the immortal man in your wake.
Look out the window.
The wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Should we just go down the line?
Yes.
Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. You sit down on the couch and force her attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face.
I wish you'd have come just a little sooner, she says.
And takes your hand.
I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to. That's what I'd hoped.
She smiles.
Just that you wanted to.
She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeve. She looks down at her feet.
Flooding.
You nod.
Alright, well, I should...
She gets up without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. Cockroaches scatter from your footfalls. They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. You open the microwave door and there is the head from the lake, eyes closed, like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you. Always has. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches a towel tightly, nervously.
I wanted to be around.
He says.
No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted.
He waits for you to respond.
Look at him.
Blue's eyes, refinery eyes, tight, tired, kind eyes. He puts his hand on the wall, and the wall begins to dissolve.
You just don't think that...
He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles.
that it'll get bad. But when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me.
The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it.
I really like that line. You just don't think that it'll get bad, but when it does, you don't think that there's any other way it could be. That's
strong.
Such an eloquent way of describing
Life.
how so many people go through life. Just like hoping for the best, and then if it doesn't happen, then they assume that like it was never going to happen. Like that feeling of powerlessness. I don't know. I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say.
The light engulfs your father as the wall rematerializes before you, and the laundry room drops into the depths of greater New Orleans. Blake lies in bed, scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up.
Ellipsis.
He says. He's irritated.
Bottom ellipsis.
Ellipsis, you respond. He frowns deeper. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs. You shrugs. You give something like a wave, and as you depart from the door, Blake falls into a lake of stars. The water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. She's young, perhaps your age. Long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls away, and so does the room. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside of the shower with water raining down on you. You cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You wipe the steam from its surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair curled wildly at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled beside Blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel into the floodwater. Dress, flip the lights, leave the room. Your reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth wills itself to survive. The ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwaters. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge toward her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a gasp of electricity.
Hey, you're awake.
She says. A sphere of flickering light strobes behind what remains of her face.
I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. You tried to kill me.
Her head shivers. She attempts to stand in the floodwaters but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool.
Do you see? Broken.
Her gestures become small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish.
You've seen what's inside my mind. A grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments, the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red, and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like in an artificial mind.
She lifts her hand from the floodwaters and pokes at her processing core, suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate.
Here is where the hunter lives,
She says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine.
This is where he listened to your mother. Those stars.
She swats at the flaking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face.
Are his eyes.
She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck.
Where am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize?
The water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak in indecipherable static. Soon, there is no more robot left to flood. You swim through the black water toward the light of the attic as the room sucks down into the suburban depths. Million's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky.
Alright, well that happened.
My, oh my.
Check our mind map.
Nothing new.
Kennard John seems different though. Seems more zoomed in. Oh, shrunken head. Sunken head, maybe? There.
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
new.
Alright.
This may be the end.
Indeed.
The entryway to Laura St. Clair's office.
Indeed. Her suicide note's still there.
You slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. Jesus. That appears to be the only hotspot, aside from the figure at the window.
Indeed. Hey, did you come to watch the flames with your pawpaw? I hope you don't mind me being here, inside this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hope we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb, with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo motor behind a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue is gone. No more trouble for us anymore. What are you? I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of the desert wastes and across steppes and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept with the young man. A kingdom for this earth, it could never be. We sat, all of us, in the shed, amongst the figs where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." And so I will, you say. You're delusional? We who walk this earth forever, yes. We have all lost our minds. But our brethren await us in the sky. That I know to be true. Why my family? Because you are the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as many do when confronted with the truth. What did she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I have made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave behind the sins of this world.
So, the way out is back through the door then.
Yep, look at the thing again.
Picture doesn't change. A couple new entries in the mind map. The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He has beheaded Ken or John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He claims to have planted a bomb in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Your mom saw something in the lake. Paw wants it. He believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. Alright. Wow.
Well, nowhere to go but back.
Keep moving. The center door. We could go back, but why bother?
Poke LeBlanc's body. Perhaps with a stick.
Nope. No turning back from here. Inward. My God.
Well, it's Blake.
Well, the chair was deemed to be the final point, the foot of the throne.
And that's Paw Paw by the chair, and then we have who in the throne?
Catherine.
Fascinating.
And there's Orb.
Well, let's take a look at the orb first.
The sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion.
Let's take a look at Blake.
Blake writhes desperately in the chair.
Let's take a look at Mom.
You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember.
Okay.
So we can talk to Papa. We can free Blake. Those are our choices. One doesn't seem to have too many consequences at the moment.
Yeah, let's talk to Paw Paw.
I don't remember. Oh, you know what? It was me with a British accent. We've waited only
Indeed.
a short while for you, child, and yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family. We have two choices, and I cannot save.
Oh, no savey. Alright, well, let's free Blake.
You make your way towards Blake. Pawpaw immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to his place at the altar. I would never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please, come and have a seat with your family. Well, we don't really have a choice, do we?
I guess not.
Sit.
No.
Sit.
Can we back out? No. Bye.
We can,
Just-
but...
Just leave. Just leave.
Hey. LeBlanc is gone.
Peace.
We're taking this route?
Yep.
Well, actually, we can save here, it looks like. Alright. Dive into the lake alone.
Yup.
You approach the railing. Finish the game. You dive into the water as the ark begins to rock and convulse, again finding yourself in the depths of the lake. As you swim toward land, the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. The expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift from the ground, sluggishly, with great effort. You hear cries from somewhere in the swamp. Screams, angry protestations. All at once, the towering piece of machinery tilts away from you and collapses violently. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. When you emerge, you swim to a nearby island and claw your way onto the mud. You start towards the refinery that burns on the horizon. Well,
Well, indeed.
so this is who all worked on the thing. We have to reload the game and see the other ending, though.
Indeed.
See the credits roll first, though. Let that finish up.
I'm
not up for exploring the other branches, though, to be perfectly honest. This was a nice little ride, as it was.
Yeah, I am curious what taking the data, the readings would have done to the plot, but
I mean, we have other stuff on our list, too, that I want to explore.
it's true. But I enjoyed this so much.
Yeah, this was fun. Damn. Now the other way.
Indeed. Seat. Ease.
You approach the chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Pawpaw raises the transceiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy. Garrett, come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce! Bruce! Oh my. There are a lot of endings. Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I will return shortly. And then it will be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there's no leaving it now. Not for you, not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes, settle in. Pawpaw walks quickly out of the room and through the steel doors at the end of the hall. You immediately spring from your seat.
Let's free Blake.
You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless and exaggerated cry of terror.
Take... Oh.
You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from the throne. She's even lighter than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and myrrh. Was there an option to sit down? I didn't even notice. Whatever. You see it all in your brother's eyes. You see him exiting the ride share outside the bar. You see the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab him. He screams. He panics. They throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small, extendable batons until they're certain he's unconscious. There's darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair. Not here, down below. Beyond the door, a riot is unfolding. A gunshot, sounds of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with a small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles. "Blake," he says, "you're awake." The others turn away as he begins to laugh. Your mom, decayed in your arms, smells of myrrh masking an intensely sour odor. Man, that is frightening as hell.
Sure.
Yeah. Happens if we go back in.
The throne, the
Yeah.
main throne,
Nothing here
we
for
can't
us.
sit in?
Nothing
Okay.
here for us now. Back out further.
To the balcony! Oh, oh yes. Over the edge we go!
It's now or never. You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down to the bayou, dragging her along with you. Blake swims desperately toward land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You return to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, broken frown. You struggle to swim through the depths while hugging your mom with one arm. At last you arrive at the bank, gasping as you pull her from the water. Blake emerges from the flickering shadows and hoists the corpse awkwardly over his shoulder as you gain your footing in the mud. The terror has not left his face. The two of you stumble toward the refinery that burns on the horizon. Alright,
Pretty good game.
indeed. I want to see how we did on achievements. We unlocked 22. The achievements we did not unlock here were finding Catherine's ring, giving the carnival pig a gift, orphan's knock, don't get silly with it, ho ho ho, get downers from Santa Claus, forget it, save nothing, and hidden achievements. I'm actually going to go ahead and open those up here. Terminal network meltdown, Quack crash. Network trouble, Quack might bounce back. Mr. Monkey Man. And that picture also has Bruce in it, so I'm wondering if handing the monkey to him would have done something there. Ditch Man dead. Sorry.
Yes.
Ditch.
Yes, he also had a toy monkey
Ah,
that he loved.
Materi Angels, hoot hoot. Full of grace, recite the Hail Mary. Cats and dogs, launch crouton with pots. And Bayou Boss, steer the boat without taking damage. Truly a good game.
Indeed. I don't remember what made this game catch my eye, but I remember it and having like the extremely clear certainty that I had to play it with you.
Well, hey, thanks a ton for the rec. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Now I need to open this up. So as we figure out time to do another thing, let's see. I'm adding Venture Bros Watch Party to this list.
Hell yes, hell yes.
You have the ability to stream it, right? Wherever it is.
I'm sure I can find it.
Okay. And there's also Balatro, Shashe, I forget how that's pronounced, but I think that was one that you got for me, wanting to play. Eliza, the Thief series, and Quest for Glory 5.
Oh, yes. I played a very little bit of Quest for Glory 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have a new computer. I have a new monitor. I might have to get my old computer working just to get the files off of it.
Oh yeah, to
I
get
think
your
my save file is on the old computer.
to get your character.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a thing that I'll have to put on my to-do list.
In the meantime, what do you want to do next? Okay, let me bring this up. That's what I've got written down.
Okay, there. I do not have Quest for Glory on this hard drive. It's not on the hard drive that I brought over. It's on the hard drive I didn't bring over.
Mm-hmm.
I may be able to hook that hard drive up directly into this computer, though.
Nice.
There's not a lot of space for it, like physically in the case, but I might be able to do it. Quest for Glory 5 would be the thing that I would want to do most. I do want to bully Juno into doing another Eliza stream with us.
Okay.
But that will be another day.
So Eliza would be Plan B, essentially? After Quest for Glory 5?
You said there was another one that I got you? I didn't recognize the name. Salactro?
Balatro, I think.
Oh,
thought you mentioned.
Balatro is the,
It's poker
Balatro
like
is
from what
really
Gwen told me.
interesting. Yes, it is. It is poker given unto madness.
Yeah, I have it on my wish list. I do not actually have it.
I will
in
stream
my
it for you at some point.
Okay.
But Quest for Glory 5, I will get that working. It will require making it work on the monitor
Right.
and making it work with the streaming and getting my character over from the previous hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
These are all solvable problems.
Right.
Alright, well, until then...
Then that's it for us. Thank you all for
That's
watching.
it for us.
Be on the lookout for some other things sometime. See ya.
Peace!
May
May
all
reach the
moon.
moon!